Beautiful rising. What's going on, beautiful souls? Hope we're having a good night. Happy Friday. Quick message to my soul speakers. I don't be know what channel we putting stuff on. But shout out to 30K. Shout out to 30K. But real quick, what I want to talk about: family, fatherhood, motherhood, generational curses. I was talking to the mother of my children. We have some pretty decent talks. I don't saying like when she's engaged and the kids aren't smothering us. We get some pretty good conversations in. I had the thought because we was talking about family, and so my thought was, I was just like, I understand what you have to heal from and understand and learn and consider because of the many generations before you that they didn't know how to nurture their kids. They didn't know how to nurture their kids. They didn't know how to love as a mother. And on the fathers end, we had generations of men not doing their job, not protecting, not leading. You could sprinkle a little blame on both sides. We already know what happened, so we don't have to break it down. But I'm willing to help her learn some of those things, and that's what I'm saying. Like it may not be exactly how she would like, but to have somebody on your side, for the man that you actually have children with, for him to understand some of these struggles that women go through, that were attempting and that were doing the family thing and doing the rearing of their children and having that understanding. A lot of those women, as far as what we can see, even the mother of my children said it. It's so hard to find those women now. And that's why, and for me, the specific thing that I was even talking to my child about, I was just like, look, it's having children isn't wrong. You want to, like, as a woman, want to be a mother, as a man, want to be a father. That's not wrong. But wanting to have these children and don't have a structure for them, like, that's kind of effed up. And what I to go into further detail, what I meant by that is women have kids, and now we're like okay, so now we're in the era of women having children, or we've been in the era, or we've been in the phase of women having children that don't really care to raise their children. And that's why I saw a couple of TikToks about it, and it was just like, don't, like, if you can't, if you only want a child for the baby phase, you don't want children. If you only want a child for the toddler phase, you don't want children. If you only want a baby, like you gotta love children through them even hating you and not wanting to speak to you, and oh my gosh, mom, dad, you're ruining my life. If you don't see yourself being able to handle those phases and preteens and terrible twos and terrible threes and ridiculous fives and horrendous six and destroyer sevens, and like, if you can't see yourself, getting the ball on, like rolling through these situations, there was no, and it's crazy because God gave us this ability to have kids so easily, and it's like so many people don't even really want it, or they don't want it until later, which is understandable. But it's like, God, like, it would have been nice for to have a on and off switch. But then we're not in situations that we're not supposed to. But then again, that's a whole nother topic. Because then somebody in the comments gonna be like, "That's why God invented marriage," right? So it's just, but we so far removed. Don't say it's so. I see it. The men ain't interested. The good women not interested, and it's like, we gotta come together. But it's I don't really see it happening the way other people would love for it to happen. Like I have faith in a lot of stuff, but not, unfortunately, not in humanity, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm just being honest. But yeah, I was talking to the mother of my children about that, and I was just like, we seen generations and generations. Like, my dad, My dad was like he was a provider. Like he wanted to do for his family. Like he wanted to do for his moms. He wanted to do for his aunties. He wanted to do for his sisters and his cousins. Like, but my dad was different. Like, so it's plenty of men that never reach their full capacity because they feel like a woman drugged them down. So if I could speak to any young men right now that's watching my channel, like any age, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, like is that like there's going to be a plethora of men that feel like they never reached their full potential because a woman dragged them down. Like, and they're going to say it's because of pussy. I'm letting you know now, dick discipline to eliminate all of that. Learn how to keep your dick in your pants and you'll be all right. And that's what my, so then and what it sounds like is that we have plenty of generations of men that have fathers that was scum, bums, and niggas that couldn't keep their dick in their pants. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it sounds like your father didn't talk to you, or even try to express to you. Oh, is this a street? Yes, it is. He wasn't trying to teach real life to you. He didn't care for you to learn discipline. He didn't care for you to understand it. That's what it sounds like. But yeah, back to the topic that's at hand. So understand, and that's what I'm like. So then, as a man, so let's just say, as a man, like I want to have children, but then like you're thinking, it's like there's a bunch of you see what's going on in the world, and it's like, okay, like I want a woman, I want a wife, but like the woman I want to be with, like it would be nice if she can make money from home, or it'll be nice if she can, like, and that's what I'm saying, not even make the money from home. Like if we talking about if we talking about two incomes to make some stuff move, understood. It's dope if your woman can make some money from home, because you'll notice that a lot of people got to go to a job to make money. So it's just like having a woman with a little bit of brains that can make money without having to go to a 95. Like that's golden. Like that'll be something that I'm looking for on my checklist. Boom, right? Because then having children, making money becomes a little bit easier when you're not tied down to a necessary job 8, 9, 10 hours out of the time, 12 hours. Understood. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a man, I'm okay with working, but a woman, like if she can make money from home, that'll make our situation a lot more easier. Especially if I'm busting my butt, and I guess it doesn't really seem like it's enough. That's gonna be like a breaking point. But I guess that'll just be for me. The woman be like, well, you should be able to, and as at that point, like you know what I'm saying, like I guess me and you ain't really meant to be together. That's all you pretty much saying. So that's what I'm saying. So it's being able to make money from home, but then the second and the biggest one, the second and the main one, I should say, would be the ability to teach your kids, like in a teaching atmosphere in a school, not even a school atmosphere, but it's like the people that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. Like it's pretty much homeschooling. No, so I'm making it sound like it's a lot more complicated than what it is. It's homeschooling. It's like the stay at home moms. What you will realize is a lot, like there's plenty of women that want to be stay at home moms, but they don't want to teach their kids. The stay at home mom is just for them. The stay at home mom is just for their peace. They don't want to really. They didn't really want to raise the kids. So then it's like, for me, I'm cool with having kids, but it's like I want to be the second voice behind my woman when it comes to like education. Cause like that's what I'm saying. That's what I got her for. So that's what, like, so cause I come home and it's like, Dad, what did Mom taught me this, and I'm just like, oh, real? And now we going over it and we breaking it down. Like I want to be the second voice. But just some quick thoughts that I was having. We'll probably get back to it, but my phone's about to die. So yeah, much love. I'm out.